Take a look at stories making headlines on the front page of Nigerian newspapers, and I begin with the Daily Independent. The major story here: Rivers crisis comes to a head as APC asks Assembly to impeach governor. Rivers crisis comes to a head as APC asks Assembly to impeach governor. And the writers there say, use magistrate court to try pro-Wike lawmakers, PDP tells governor. PDP reps tell governor, say 27 lawmakers lack legitimacy to amend procurement law. One them declared wanted, prosecuted for alleged impersonation, asks INEC to conduct election to fill vacant seats and save Rivers. Clark writes IGP over impending breakdown of law order in state. And another story here, knocks as CBN orders banks, PSPs, to collect cybersecurity levy. And the writer there says Serap gives Tinubu 48 hours to withdraw directive. Well, the CBN has said that directive should be suspended until September. AFCC renews clampdown on Abuja BDC operators. And quickly, another story here. Again, NNPCL cautions against panic buying, says 30-day PMS sufficiency intact. These are some of the stories you find on the front page of the Daily Independent. Now to the front page of the Blueprint newspaper. Fresh impeachment move. Fubara Rivers APC flex muscles. Clark writes IGP over danger. We shall invoke relevant sections of the Constitution, APC chair. RVSG says indigents will resist 27 lawmakers, PDP mom. Now Senate probes $18.5 billion Abuja Centenary City project, 6 viable sources of funding. And those are some of the stories you find on the front page of the Blueprint. We move swiftly now to the First News newspaper, still talking about Fubara Wike feud. Anarchy looms in Rivers. Clark raises the alarm, writes IGP as Rivers APC directs 27 pro-Wike lawmakers to urgently impeach governor. Now, foreign military base claim 259 groups accused northern elites of trying to instigate crisis. All right, another story here says probe Kaduna killings, reps urge IGP DSS. And another story here quickly. Presidency breaks silence on Tinubu's whereabouts, says he'll return today. Some stories you'll find on the front page of the First News newspaper. And to the Punch newspaper, dollar speculation, federal government rubbishes Binance CEO's bribery allegation. And the writer there says, Binance CEO allegation diversionary, no going back on trial, government officials declare. And at the top corner, federal government woos global investors for 17 oil blocks. Abduction, anger as FIJ reporter spent 7th day in police cell. There's a concerning matter that a lot of journalists have been speaking about the freedom of journalists to do their jobs. Now, the story here on the foreign scene, porn star testifies against Trump at hush money trial. And those are some stories you find on the front page of the Punch newspaper. To the new Telegraph now, cybersecurity levy, NLC, OPS, others demand the immediate reversal of CBN's directive. Say it's more burden on already suffering Nigerians. Nation's cashless policy confusing citizens overcharged. OPS is saying levy another stealth tax on private sector. Nasima, as Serap gives federal government 48 hours to withdraw directive or face legal action. And to another story here, Senate bars 10 TV stations, photojournalists from covering plenary. Constitute 7-man committee to probe $18.5 billion Abuja Centenary City project. And POS operators get 2 months deadline to register with CAC. All right, that's an interesting development. You might want to read more about that from the New Telegraph newspaper. To the Daily Trust now, NLC CSOs reject cybersecurity levy. Serap threatens to sue federal government. and it's additional burden on Nigerians, experts are saying, as riders there. And 11 months after, federal government yet to reconstitute Varsity Governing Council. Some stories you find on the front page of the Daily Trust to the Daily Times now. Outcry over CBN cybersecurity levy on bank transactions. NLC demands immediate reversal. And reps summoned Dangote, Lafarge, BUA, other cement companies over high cost of selling their product. All right. And this story quickly here. New masquerade actress Valeria of Zebrodaya fame dies at 81. A really sad one there. May her soul rest in peace. She and the others made, I would say, our childhood then very interesting. Now, this Nigerian newspaper is next. And talking about cybersecurity levy, reverse directive in 48 hours, groups blow hot. Sir, up to Tinubu, it's unconstitutional and violates the rights of Nigerians, NLC says. New directive will further impoverish the people. Those are some of the stories you find on the front page of this Nigerian newspaper. Ibrahim.
The Business Times is the first cybersecurity levy. CBN action, ill-timed, will discourage financial intermediation. Professor Walike. Oil, gas investment remains quickest economic recovery for Nigeria. Nigerian banks report 1.33 trillion naira PBT in first quarter of 2024 amid challenges. Better migration policies can boost prosperity, says World Bank. Reps summon Dangote, Lafarge, BUA, other cement companies over high cost. Next is the Nigerian News Direct. Cybersecurity levy, ill-timed, will impact adoption of digital transactions. Anderson. We also have UBA grows earnings rise by 110% in first quarter 2024. Rivers APC urges assembly members to impeach Governor Fubara. Fuel scarcity. We have over 1.5 billion litres stock of PMS, NNPC Limited. Salient Times is next. Kaduna Assembly begins probe of multi-million-dollar loans projects under El-Rufai. Alleged French-U.S. military bases in Nigeria. 259 groups accuse northern elites of trying to instigate crisis. Ekiti Varsity expels students who flogged colleague in viral video. Ladoja withdraws case against elevation of kingmakers in Oyo. Reps summon Dangote, BUA, Lafarge, others over arbitrary cement price hike. Next is the Guardian newspaper. Federal government shuns financial inclusion, imposes more taxes on citizens, depositors. NERC's higher tariff review for discos, light or darkness. 200 jobs at risk as Microsoft shuts down Innovation Center in Lagos. Fake doctor nabbed in Lagos with forged OAU NMDC certificates. APC OK's assembly plots to impeach Fubara. Next is Business AM. IMF sees SSA earning $1.6 trillion as energy transition drives critical mineral demands. EM, central banks under pressure to hike rates on U.S. Fed's decision. 15.6 trillion naira, 700-kilometer Nigeria coastal highway raises biggest projects debates. Nigerians put at crossroads over execution. Next is the Vanguard newspaper. We have oil block. Federal government removes signature bonus to woo investors. Signature bonus highs to Nigeria, says Lopobri. Tinubu returns to Nigeria today. Presidency. Controversy trails CBN's cybersecurity levy on electronic transactions. NLC rejects levy, demands immediate withdrawal. President Tinubu's first year in office, propelling Nigeria towards renewal. Mohammed Idris, Information Minister. Popular, the new masquerade actress of Valeria dies at 81. Edo Guba, Obaseki legacy group set for shutdown. Next is the Leadership newspaper. 11 months after, absence of government councils worsens varsity's crisis. Bandits kill 8, abduct bank manager in Zamfara. Security forces kill IPOP commander, 2 others in Imo. El-Rufai probe, Kaduna Assembly quizzes former aides. Gunmen kidnap 13 in FCT, demand 900 million naira ransom. Next is Platform Times. Panic grips Ogun as parents rush to schools amid kidnapping scare. Ado crisis, miners apologize to Olofin Ademola, pledge better relations. Show-me affirms Obasanjo's unignorable role in Nigerian politics meets Labour Party aspirant. Now, fugitive sentenced for raping impregnating daughter rearrested 3 years after escape from Benin prison. 2 suspects remanded in prison for attempting to bribe policemen with 485,000 naira. Presidency clarifies Tinubu's absence, not health-related, says Minister. Leah Sharibu married to 2 Boko Haram leaders with 2 children, repentant terrorists. Next is The Nation newspaper. ECOWAS forced to battle terrorism in Nigeria. Others, sub-regional body sourcing $2.4 billion to raise counter-terrorism troops. Rivers APC directs lawmakers to impeach Fubara. Olubadan coast clears for Olakuleyin. Ladoja withdraws suit. Relocate people from flood-prone areas. NEMA tells 33 governors. 2024 oil bid round for only investors with technical know-how, says Lokobri. Nature News. NCCC calls for commitment to low emission, climate-resilient future. Etio community cries out over absence of reports 11 months after oil spill. Fact check. Is urine the best skincare treatment? You can read that up on the Nature News. And the last but not least is the Nation Sporting Live. Blockbuster. Chelsea offer Osimhen £10 million a year wages. Okoye's girlfriend extends birthday celebrations with Ibiza vacation. Kano Pillars suspend Maikaba. Tottenham, West Ham lead raise for Tony signing. Ancelotti, sure of Los Blancos. And then Germans shoot into final. Newcastle, rival Chelsea, Liverpool, Man United for Ulisse. That's about it for the news paper that we're reviewing this morning. Is urine the best skincare treatment?
That's
you glow.
So you think I'm using urine?
I'm just